Good morning, all of you. So, in the last lecture, we were discussing the spin spin splitting. Spin spin splitting. And in this point, we have considered that when a spectrum of any one of the molecule, and the example which we took that was your ethyl chloride, and the it contains two types of signals, two types of protons, that is A and B, two types of protons, and we were expecting the two signals, and so we are getting these two signals on a low resolution spectrophotometer, and we got the two signals A and B. A was due to the CH3 protons, and A was due to the CH3 protons which are shielded protons, because here these two protons, that is A type of protons, are de-shielded, and B types of protons are shielded protons, because the electron density around this protons is more, and here the electron density is less, because this is the electronegative atom which attracts the electron density towards the chlorine, and that's why these protons are having less electron density, but the tendency of attracting the electron density decreases after the first carbon atom, and so it is very less negligible, and so these three protons are having more electron density around that, so these are the shielded protons, and these are the de-shielded protons, de-shielded, and so this CH3 protons will show the absorption to the upfield, that is at 1.8 del, and this is due to the CH2 proton, this is due to the CH2 proton, and so here when we are getting this signal of the CH2 in ethyl chloride, here when this is your low resolution spectrophotometer, low resolution spectrophotometer, so this is the peak due to three protons, and this is the peak due to the two protons, and low resolution spectrophotometer. But when the same molecule is taken under study in a high resolution spectrophotometer, we are getting a thing that this singlet or one single peak of the three protons has been splitted into three, that is a triplet, and that of this CH2 proton is splitted into four. So here we are getting the these are the two protons, that is the CH2 protons, and these are the CH3 protons. So here we are getting a triplet, and here we are getting a quartet, and so this splitting of the single lines into three or four in a high resolution spectrophotometer, that is the splitting of the line is taking place, the splitting of the line is taking place. So why this splitting of the line is taking place, or why the separation of these lines or peaks has been seen here in this, and the number of smaller peaks obtained are due to the spin spin coupling, means these protons, the two protons are magnetically same, they are having a tendency to revolve around their own axis, and so creates a magnetic field. So this spinning of this nucleus, when it is going on simultaneously, the spinning of this three nucleus is also going on around their own axis, and they are also creating the magnetic field, and so the coupling of this spinnings of A with B, it gets mixed, and so this splitting, that is the splitting occurs due to the coupling of spin states of the given nucleus with the spin states of the neighboring or adjacent nuclei. Means this spin couple of the one type of proton couples with the spinning of the another type of couple. So the spin state of one nucleus combines with the spin state of the another nucleus, and that is called spin coupling. And this spin coupling, the splitting is caused by or arised by the spin coupling means the splitting in the signal occurs due to the coupling of the spinnings of this adjacent nuclei, the neighboring nuclei. And so how does it takes place? So this separation of the PMR peaks into number of smaller peaks is known as splitting of the PMR peaks that we have seen here. Now we want to see that how this splitting is taking place, or how this coupling, spin coupling takes place. Spin coupling takes place. How this spin coupling takes place? How spin coupling takes place, that we want to discuss. So here consider a molecule. Suppose here example. So here this example is that in which this is your x, y, z, this x, and this is one type of proton and this is the another type of proton. So this is your HA and this is your HB. And so this HA couples with H, means they are adjacent to each other. So A is having a neighbor that is B, and B is having a neighbor that is A. Means this A and B are the neighbors of each other, or they are the adjacent protons of each other. And so this molecule, that is the CH A and B, when this molecule is kept in an external magnetic field H0, external magnetic field. So here what is going to happen? Suppose the spin state of A, we are going to consider the spin state of A. The spin state of A is parallel to the applied magnetic field, in the direction of the applied magnetic field, and the magnetic field produced by the B, the magnetic field created by the A and the magnetic field created by the B, this will couple with each other. This spin states will be coupling each other. So how they couple? That the spin state created by this nucleus B is also aligning parallel to the applied magnetic field. When it aligns, when both the spin states aligns parallel, it is called as your de-shielding. It is called as your de-shielding of H0, HA due to HB means due to HB, which is also parallel, and HA is already parallel and HB is also parallel. So this spin states couples with each other and creates a de-shielding effect, means the de-shielding effect of HA due to HB. But this is one situation. And in the another situation, what will happen? The spin state of HA and HB, when they are kept in an external magnetic field. So this is one possibility. The another possibility is that when HE is parallel, the HB will be anti-parallel. And when such thing arises, the this HA is getting shielded. HA, the spin state of HA is getting shielded, shielded, shielding of HA due to HB, due to HB. HA is de-shielded, no doubt, but HB is in opposite direction, and this spin states couples with HA and creates a shielding effect, and so the shielding of HA occurs due to HB. Means there are the two possibilities, that is the shielding and de-shielding. Means here when we are getting the shielding and de-shielding, here you are getting the probability of 1 is to 1. The probability is 1 is to 1. Means this, in low resolution spectrophotometer you are getting a singlet, that is one single line, that is if there is no neighboring proton, if there is no neighboring proton. But when one neighboring proton, one neighboring proton, when one neighboring proton, it is creating a doublet, it will create a doublet. Means this one peak is getting converted into a two lines, it is getting converted into a two lines. And so here this will give you the type of signal, and this signal will arise in this way, that is a doublet. This will arise as a doublet. So here the chemical shift value lies at the center of the doublet. So this is your doublet. Means the one line is split into two lines, or we can also draw it in another way. I will just draw this picture here, that this is the signal of one peak, but when this, here you will get this doublet. And so here there are two possibilities. One is de-shielding effect, HA, the peak of HA, this is the peak of HA, you are getting one line, but when HB interacts, one neighboring proton interacts, you get de-shielding, that is the, if both the lines are parallel or both they are aligning parallel to the applied magnetic field, so it gives de-shielding. Means it is less than the chemical shift value, it is somewhat to the low field. And here when HA is parallel, HB aligns anti-parallel, and so this is the shielding effect of HA due to HB, and so this shifts the absorption to the high field, and so with the respect to the chemical shift value, it is at high field, and so this one peak is getting converted into two lines, and that is called as your doublet, that is called as your doublet. And so this gives you a doublet, and when the chemical shift value does not change, it remains as it is, and it is at the center of the multiplet, or it is at the center of the splitting. And so one shows, this shows de-shielding, and this shows shielding effect of the neighboring protons. This is due to the de-shielding effect of the neighboring proton, and this is due to the shielding effect of the neighboring proton. And so in this way, when there is one adjacent proton, and this is vice versa, as HB interacts with HA in this way, HA will interact with the HB in the same way, and you will get doublet for HA and doublet for HB. So in this way, if the number of neighboring proton is changed from one proton to two protons, what will happen? So the second point, that is, if two neighboring protons, protons if two neighboring protons are present, consider the HA, of the following molecule of molecule having two neighboring protons, two neighboring protons. So here the situation will be like this. So here the situation is like this, that here HA, this is X, this is Y, this is Z. Here this is HB and this is HB dash. And when this is kept in an external magnetic field, when this molecule is kept in an external magnetic field H0, the spin states of HA. So the spin state of HA, we are going to check the spin state of HA, how it couples. Now, in the first stage, in the first step, here A, both HB and HB dash are having spin parallel to HA, parallel to HA. When they are kept in an external magnetic field, this is the spin state of HA. And when the spin states of HB, when both are parallel in this way, HB and B dash, when both are parallel, this will create de-shielding. This will create de-shielding. When both the HB and B dash are having spins parallel to HA and H0, applied magnetic field, de-shielding takes place. So these are the spin states of HA, these are the spin states of HB, which are parallel to the applied magnetic field and which are also parallel to the HA, and so this will cause de-shielding. When both HB and HB dash spins are anti-parallel to HA and applied magnetic field H0, shielding will occur. And so here you will get the situation in this way, that both HB will have anti-parallel spins, so this will cause shielding. Here this parallel spins causes de-shielding, this causes shielding. And when this third case is that HB and B dash, both HB has parallel spin